A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that game against the Pacers, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the fifth contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. We've got Trae Young. Keyshawn George is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Alexander Sarr, and it's Johnson in at the two-guard position. And for Dallas, Kyrie and Clay pair up to make the backcourt. Washington and Lively down low, and it's Flagg in at the three, the small forward. So the Wizards will get the first possession. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Now here's Johnson. Thompson with some nice D. Here's Flagg, covered by Johnson. Here's Washington. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, P.J. Washington, so skilled at knowing when to rise and fire.
Sarr passes to Johnson. Outside Young. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks.
And you gotta love how decisive this rookie Johnson is. He's ready to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Pass to Flagg. Now Washington out left to the wing. He shoots. They get the rebound. Thompson outside. Now here's Irving. Lively with a screen on Young. Here's Irving. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
George passes to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Flagg. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Flagg's going to make that play every time. Just a weak defensive effort.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
And Young has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the three-pointer by Washington. Screen by Lively. Shoots. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Young from long range, and it's Flagg with a rebound. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. On the wing, Thompson shoots over George, and there's Thompson on the assist by Flagg.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Third is Kyrie Irving.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And it's Washington with the ball. They trail by 1. Left side, Johnson. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Klay Thompson is elite on the defensive end. He's got length, smarts, quickness, you name it.
Irving, no good. Washington has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Up top, Johnson, defended by Thompson. Shoots from the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And it's Flagg missing. The Wizards have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. George, right side. Outside Young, beyond the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Young's got 6.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
And by drafting Cooper Flagg, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade, Doris.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now. And obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Flagg outside. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Washington leading by 4. Outside Johnson. Here's Young. And again, it's Washington.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavericks. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
That one falls.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Now Johnson. His last outing, he had 20. Here's Young. And a jumper from the wing offline.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Thompson outside. Launches it. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards have gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. And Davis with the basket on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 6. And here's Irving. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Gafford. Here's Thompson. And that's good for 2.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. So for Dallas, Middleton has checked in for Washington. Christie comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Nembhard in for Irving. Here's Koulibaly. Pass to Carrington. This one for 3. That shot is off.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
They swipe it. Outside Koulibaly. And here's Carrington. And again, Washington, no good. Here's Flagg. Whitmore defending. Nembhard outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Gafford. It's rebounded by Washington.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Here's Whitmore outside. That shot off. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Carrington. It's good.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Dallas has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Outside Christie. Over to the wing. Gafford the screen. Here's Flagg. And Vukcevic pulls it down.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Outside Whitmore. Hey, from beyond the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nembhard with it. He's scoreless. Outside Christie. There's the 3. Drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Washington leading by 3. Here's Carrington. Pass to Champagny. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nembhard outside. Here's Middleton. From deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Carrington. Pass to Vukcevic. It's good.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Just 4 seconds left in the first. Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Washington. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here's Nembhard. Still no points. They've got Powell. Chris Middleton is out there with Flagg. Then there's Max Christie, and it's Nembhard in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
On the wing, Davis. The big man, AD, down low.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Nice shot by Christie. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Brian, back to you.
Priority straight. Hard, Allie. Thanks a lot. Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Champagny, that's good.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Flagg. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
Yeah, most young players want to take threes. Flagg is the rare wing who almost prefers to bang down low.
Here's Champagny. And there's the lob. Lays out. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
The Mavericks have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. Powell outside. Pass to Flagg. Over Whitmore. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And the 3 off target. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Mavericks. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Trae Young, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Christie. Here's Flagg. Koulibaly defending. Right at the free throw line. And it's Flagg missing. Washington has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Young from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Christie with a steal. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, pass to Flagg. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
And we've seen the Wizards churning their roster, Doris, with an eye toward the future.
Yes, and that BA means inevitably absorbing those extended losing streaks, but you're doing it at least with a plan in mind. You need talent to win, and I'm talking big-time talent. And the best way to develop that talent is with patience. So there's a process they're following.
Here's Irving following the score by Washington, and that one drops for him.
So many things go into Kyrie Irving's game. Right there, the quickness and the craftiness on the drive. It's special.
Now here's Carrington. Outside Young. Over Irving. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm. Now
Irving. Over Young. Rebound, Trae Young. On the wing, Davis. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Davis has got 7 points here in the quarter. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
Oh, he's starting to percolate now in the second quarter.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. So for Washington, Sarr's checked in for Champagny. George comes in for Coulibaly. And it's Johnson in for Carrington. Washington has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. To the paint. Here's Sarr. Some room here for George. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Christie. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Outside Irving. Shoots over Young. And too long on the shot. For Washington, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. There's the triple. Mavericks with a rebound. Lively's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
Nice shot by Christie. Washington trailing. George outside. Back to Young. Fires from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Mavericks have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Tipped.
Terrific awareness by Alex Sarr. That is protecting your rim, folks.
George passes to Johnson. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Lively. Marshall outside. Pass to Irving. With the block.
He is such an impactful defensive player. Davis's length and timing makes him a prime-time shot blocker. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Washington. Lively with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
And for a number 2 overall pick, Doris, we knew Alex Sarr would need time to develop, but he has flashed some big-time upside.
Yet another player, B.A., from France. They are turning out a number of quality players. Let's remember this about Alex. He's a 7-footer with some shooting ability, a little bit of an off-the-bounce and playmaking skills. Like the sky is the limit if he keeps growing.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
The offensive rebound. Lively with the bucket.
Lively sense of timing for where that shot is coming off is so good, folks.
Outside Young. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Lively. And now the Mavs on the run. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Martin's got his first bucket in this one. And 1:01 left in the second period. Sarr passes to George. Davis a screen. Wide open. George's shot is off. The Mavericks leading. Here's Martin. No good on the three. Outside Johnson. Sarr passes to Johnson. 30 seconds left to play in the half. 5 to shoot. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's Irving with a rebound.
You've got to love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Marshall passes to Martin. Marshall outside. Left side Irving. The three. Counted from distance. Irving's got 9.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough. You win.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. We've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Sarr in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Wizards trail by 4. Outside Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Dallas shooting 47% in this one, looking efficient. Young against Irving. Pass to Flagg. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Dallas shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Nembhard comes in for Irving.
And one thing that's incredible about Cooper Flagg, he should be in college this year, but he reclassified and instead is playing in the league.
Now here's Sarr. Pass to Davis. George outside. Sarr with a screen on Nembhard. Young from long range. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And the three-pointer goes.
And answering the call with his own triple. I love the competitive edge Flagg plays with.
Johnson with it. Now Thompson defending. Outside Young. Here's the 3. Washington grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Guys, back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Nembhard. The Wizards making their last shot. Thompson right side. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Thompson against Johnson. There's Young with the 3. Washington gets it back. Gafford with the block.
Wow. A big body and not afraid to get physical. Daniel Gafford send it back.
Here's Flagg. Misses off the left iron. Wizards trail by 6. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. George passes to Davis. Now here's Young. With the teardrop. Whoa, Young! Silky touch.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
And here's Nembhard. No made baskets yet. Here's Flagg. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Dallas making a change here. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Number 1, Trae Young.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Johnson. There's Davis with the 3. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 8 now. Thompson, no good. The Wizards trail by 6. Here's Johnson. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 8.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Young against Irving. On the wing, Thompson launches a 3. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Now, this is his comfort zone. Klay Thompson beyond the arc. Such an easy look right there.
The gravity that Thompson draws from opposing defenses really opens things up, Doris.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's range shooting has always been a monumental part of his success. And right now in his career, it is the driving force. Teams' defenders are still hyper-aware of where Klay Thompson is, no matter where the shot clock is.
Now here's Irving. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3 level.
Outside Johnson, back to Young. Washington against Davis. Back to Irving. Washington, a screen on Young. Irving misses off the right iron.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Johnson. Give him 8 points now.
And you watch AD out there. He's kind of a quiet guy, but Davis lets his game do the talking.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So for the Wizards, Champagnie comes in for George, and it's Bilal Coulibaly in for Johnson. So we can't get either to fall. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction, it's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And Washington making a change here. Carrington's checked in. Here's Irving. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Now here's Carrington, defended by Thompson. Right side Young. With some arc. Here's Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Washington again can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Now here's Irving. He's got 13.
There may be no one more capable of tough finishes than Kyrie Irving.
Outside Young. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Young. To win the cold spell. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Irving with it. 15 points in the game. Here's Martin. Rebound Washington.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Davis. 13 points in the game. It's stolen by Lively. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And here's Thompson for 3. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Klay Thompson knows his spots. You give him a corner 3, he will take it.
Pass to Champagnie. Young looking around. Outside Carrington. Puts up a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
Oh, Bub Carrington showing off his skills from distance. That's a nice bucket.
Now here's Thompson. 13 points in the game. Pass to Lively. Martin inside. Coulibaly defending. Martin misses. The Wizards trail by 13. Here's Carrington. And the Wizards with another 3.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Young with a steal. Koulibaly on the wing. And he lobs it up to Anthony Davis, going up top.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Dallas leading by 8.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
The three is up. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. They've got Max Christie. Najee Marshall is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Flagg. And it's Nembhard in at point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Here's Carrington. Takes the three. Christie with a rebound. To the left side wing. Here's Flagg. Back to Marshall. The baseline J is on the way. It's rebounded by Washington. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Carrington. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And it's Whitmore missing. Dallas leading by 12. Here's Flagg. Six on the shot clock. Again, the Mavericks good for two more.
A masterful job capitalizing from the mid-range. When the defense gives Flagg this area, he happily exploits it.
Now here's Davis. And stolen by Bagley. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And he's going for the oop here. Knocked away. Pass to Flagg. That one's good. Flagg's got 24 points.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
To the middle. Here's Davis. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Dallas leading by 14. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Bagley. Shoots over Davis. Bagley, no good. Washington has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
Coulibaly not messing around as he got close to the rim.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Now here's Nembhard. Marshall outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Flagg. It's rebounded by Washington. It's Carrington on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Oh, Bub Carrington doing a little bit of everything out there. Right now, moving the basketball.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Young, he's checked in for Washington. Now here's Carrington, defended by Christie. Young finds Coulibaly. Back to Young. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Marshall.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flagg. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Wizards trail by 9. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Young. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marshall's got 4 rebounds now.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Mavericks with some changes. Middleton comes in for Marshall, and Irving is subbed in for Nembhard. And then for Washington, Sarge checked in for Champagnie. George comes in for Coulibaly, and it's Johnson in for Carrington. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Irving. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Pass to Young. Johnson on the wing. Now Davis. Middleton covering. Here's Johnson. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got assist number 8 here already in the game. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. At one point, they led by 16. From from the high post. Rebound, Washington. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Left side, Johnson from behind the arc. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Flagg's got his 5th rebound in this one. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got rebound number 7 tonight. Bagley against George. Davis, the pass to Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
Here's Flagg. Irving outside. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
Outside Young.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Irving up top, guarded by Young. Flagg outside. From downtown. Rebounded by Sarr. And Washington with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Middleton rips down the board.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Irving against Young. Fires it from 14. Nope. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Here's Young. A minute and a half left in the 4th quarter. Ooh, Davis with the athleticism.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
The Mavericks lead by 5. Irving looking it over. Davis pulls it down.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Young. Oh, Young with the power move.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. So for Dallas, Lively, he's checked in for Bagley. Washington comes in for Middleton. And it's Thompson in for Christie. Outside Irving. Beyond the arc. Oh, no good. The Wizards shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Now Young. Washington with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. Here's Irving. Here's Flagg. And he sinks the jumper.
And zero fear. Cooper Flagg, the rook, born for the moment.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Young. And And the three misses.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Here's Irving, and that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
That's how you protect the lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
And the Wizards call time here. 23 seconds left in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Thompson. And so it's Dallas winning this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside